Hello there! So today we're going to be testing out a loose highlighter, and this is from Makeup Revolution and it's called the Pearl Lights Loose Highlighter. They have got a few different shades. I think they've got like a goldy one and they've got more of like an icy kind of white slash silvery one, I believe, and a champagne one, or I could just be plucking all of this out of thin air, but I'm pretty sure they have a few different shades. Now this is a Pearl Lights Loose Highlighter, but then it says Peach Champagne. Pearl Lights Peach Champagne. I don't know which is the name and I don't know which is the shade, but anyway, Pearl Lights, I think Pearl Lights is the name of the highlighter, and I think Peach Champagne is the shade. I'm so sorry. That was far more complicated than it needed to be. This is essentially a loose powder highlight. I don't believe I've ever tried a loose powder highlight before, and to be quite honest, I'm a little bit intimidated because A, it seems like it could end up being a little bit messy. B, I feel like it could be just a bit high maintenance. Like how do you be very like specific about where you're putting it when it's a loose powder? Just generally a little bit unsure as to kind of how to get the best out of this product, how to best kind of use it. So I'm just going to be winging it today, like I do every day, just winging it and hoping for the best. But I do want to be able to give this the best chance of working because this is a first impression. I did do some research to try and find out what is the best way to apply a loose powder highlight, and there was barely nothing around. I was hoping there might be like a handy video tutorial, but there was like nothing. So I do feel a little bit unsure. What I don't want to do is to be like completely just fecking around with this and doing it wrong, giving it a bad review, and then you guys come for me in the comments like, Anwen, you're there with your pitchforks. Not that you would ever do that, I know, but there'll be some people out there, pitchforks, you did it wrong, and I'm just like, I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best. I mean, how hard can this be? At the end of the video I'll be like, oh my god, that was fecking the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, really. So it comes in this little tub. This was £6 as well, by the way, and it's got a little like, you know, siftery type situation. Let's just pop a little bit onto my hand. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It just kind of looks like a setting powder at this point. Like, it doesn't look to be particularly kind of highlightery. It looks like I'm some kind of, you know, cocaine addict at this point. Just like, excuse me guys, just get my line in. Oh my gosh, but actually look. So if I just kind of tap it, I put way too much on. I realise that now. But look, can you see, like, when you kind of blend it in, it becomes, oh my gosh. Like, literally, guys, this is like 10 million times more majestical than I thought it would be. Can you see, like, when you blend in the powder, look, it becomes like super glowy and highlighter-esque. Oh my god, I'm loving that. Like, my big question is, could I use this all over my face as like a glowy setting powder? Because if I can, that will be brilliant. I mean, that is, oh, look at my finger as well. Oh my gosh, that's one sexy little finger right there. Oh my gosh, right, the colour of this, let me just knock off the excess. Right, and I'm just going to blend. Look at my fucking hand right now. It's like a beautiful peachy pink. I'm getting wet right now. Okay, so for some reason, I can't find my favourite highlight brush anywhere. I have no idea where it's gone. So today, I've got like 3 different brushes that I'm just going to like be winging it with because I have no idea. So yeah, so this is quite messy. I feel like I need a little, actually, I'm going to pop a little bit in the lid. Okay, and I'm going to just take my brush and like dip it in there. I picked loads of it up. Can you see? Okay, and now we're just going to move in to the actual highlighting portion. I mean, really, she's so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my giddy aunt gosh. I mean, really. Oh my gosh, like, this gives the most beautiful kind of subtle glow. And because I feel like the powder actually isn't the most finely milled, but yet it's actually not done a bad job of like, you know, it's not overemphasizing like the texture on my skin, and I'm really liking it. Like, it's definitely not super intense. And I'm not quite sure what the benefits would be in like a loose highlighter over like a, you know, a regular kind of pressed highlighter. If anything, I feel like this is definitely going to be more fussy because it's loose. So you're going to potentially end up with it on your pants, on your makeup table, on your top. So you look like some kind of, I don't know, methamphetamine addict or something. But I'm really liking this. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more on there. Oh my gosh, look at that when it first, you know, starts to blend out. This is absolutely gorgeous and I'm loving. Oh, guys, look, I just, can you see this? This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Like, honestly, at the beginning of this first impression, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be super fussy. I thought I'm not going to like it because it's probably going to be a lot more work than just, you know, dipping your brush in a like pressed powder highlight. But no, I'm loving it. I'm going to go in on the next cheek with my finger. I've just got a little bit more of the powder on my finger. So I'm just going to kind of plop that on there. I feel like doing it this way, you can be more accurate about, you know, where you're placing it. Oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful kind of pink subtle glow ever. Like, I'm so impressed with this. I'm going to pop a little bit more out into my little container. I feel like it's fine, you know, just using the lid. I can't imagine like why you would need anything else to kind of, you know, apply this. Oh God, look at that, guys. You know, when it first goes on, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at a bit of a convert now to loose powder. Again, I don't know if it's doing anything that's any different to how a really good kind of pressed powder highlight would do. But I would say that it kind of is very forgiving on, you know, my texture, and I've got my fine lines here. But I feel like it's not kind of really, you know, magnifying them to everybody. It's actually so beautifully subtle, but it's still there. You know, it's still glowing away, but it's just not in your face, you know? Oh my gosh, guys, I love this. I love it. And I think there's something about it being loose that makes it look very flattering on the skin. And I don't know what that is, but it just looks so gorgeous. Like, I literally just tested out the Brighter Than Your Future palette, which, by the way, I love. But these formulas, for the most part, were quite harsh on my pores and fine lines. I don't know if it's just maybe because these are a lot more intense, possibly, so they're just kind of emphasizing texture more. But like, as a direct comparison, because I've just filmed that first impression, this kind of formula is definitely a lot more complimentary on my more mature skin. So I would definitely kind of say that if you've got more mature skin and you do struggle a little bit with very intense highlights, you know, proper magnifying everything you don't want magnified, then maybe give like this a go, or just a loose powder highlight a go. If anyone has any ideas as to why this is more complimentary, please let me know. It could simply just be down to the fact that this is generally more subtle. You know, the more metallic, intense, blinding highlight you have, the more it's going to probably, you know, really also highlight the texture on your skin. I don't know, but I'm going to go in with a little bit of Fix Plus because I just feel like I want to take this to its limit, you know. I want to take it there. So I've still got some powder in there. I've got Fix Plus on my brush and I'm just dipping it in. I mean, let's just see what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, next level glow. Oh yes. Oh, can you see this? Oh, I'm sorry if I blinded you, because I mean, it didn't need this, but it's definitely, oh my gosh, taking it to that next level. I just have to try and blend the bad boy out now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's definitely covered much more of a surface area than I wanted, and I do have to go pick the boys up you know, from school, and I'm just like here, just glowing, beaming out at everybody. But wow. Okay, so I'm going to just do the same on the other side. Oh my gosh, like this is the most beautiful, like icy pinky kind of shade. It's definitely not peach. I don't know where they're getting the peach from, and if you're buying this thinking peach, it's not, it's pink. I've had this issue before with Makeup Revolution where I bought one of their like gradient blushes, and they described that as being peach lights, but it was pink. I think they've got like maybe someone colourblind working there, who doesn't know the difference between peach and pink. I don't know, but oh my gosh, like sensational. I'm so happy with this. Like honestly, I know I said this before, but I kind of went into this thinking that this would probably not be the type of product that I would be using because it would just be more fussy than a regular highlight. But look at that. And it's definitely like, I feel like you can see here, my pores, but that's more to do with the Fix Plus. Like I was kind of tapping it in and I feel like it's displaced a bit of the foundation underneath. So, I mean, I'm not in any way blaming the highlight for that, but this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Shall we try it all over the fecking face? Because let's face it, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound of loose highlighter. So let's do this. Let's pop a load in there and let's just see, you know, if I do, say, a light dusting over my face, will it work? I don't know. Could I get away with this day to day as just like an all over setting powder? Because I've got the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and did I say loose twice then? I think I did. But I find that can really just make my skin look kind of dry and cakey. So I would love to have like a glowy kind of radiant setting powder. If you know of one, please let me know, because it sucks balls. You know when you've put like a really beautiful dewy radiant foundation on and then you have to set it down with a matte setting powder, defeating the whole object of having a beautiful dewy foundation on. I mean really. But yeah, let me know if you know of any very like radiant setting powders that will keep your foundation in place, of course. Okay, so yeah, it's confirmed. You definitely, I don't think, I mean, you could do anything you want. I mean, you could, you know, go to work in your sexiest bra and panties if you so desired. But yeah, for me, I don't think that I will actually be using this as like an all over setting powder. My forehead looks like pink right now. You can't really see it coming through, I don't think, in the camera, but I mean, in person, it's pink. I mean, it's pink, which I'm not completely hating, but I don't think I could really kind of get away with it, you know. Okay, so final thoughts time is now. I mean really, so I am so impressed with this, like so impressed. If you've not tried a loose powder highlight, I urge you to give this one a go. Obviously, you know, you could try anyone, but they might not be as good as this one. It's a revelation to me. It's absolutely a beautiful. I just think it's given me the most beautiful glow. I know all over the face a little bit much, and I know here, that's the Fix Plus, by the way, not the highlight. But just look at it on my cheek, just like singing. It's like singing up to the heavens. La-di-da-di-da. I mean, really, look at this. Oh my gosh, right. Okay, so I'm going to go now. I think it's clear to see how much I love this product. It's fecking amazing. I'm definitely going to be wearing this again and again and again. I just had an idea actually as well. You could possibly put like a cream highlight base underneath as like a first layer, and then you could go in with this like over the top as well if you wanted it to be a bit more intense. I just feel like there's so many options, you know. It's versatile. You can just play about with it, and you know, you could even just mix a bit in with your foundation if you wanted to. That kind of freaks me out a little bit, you know, this whole like mixing your powder in with your foundation. I've never done it. It's a bit alien to me, but I'm gonna have to try it one day. Also, the putting your powder on before your foundation, that's kind of crazy as well, but I suppose I'll have to give it a go at some point. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was somewhat useful to you, or I hope that I've inspired you to go out and buy this fecking loose highlight. If you didn't know about it, because holy fecking donkey balls, it's brilliant. I mean really, definitely give this one a go. Let me know in the comments downstairs if you've tried this or tried any loose highlighter. What are your thoughts on them? And yeah, if you've got any recommendations for any other brilliant loose highlighters by any other brands as well, please share, let everybody know. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with more.